Ninth, making better choices. Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. John C. Maxwell. All throughout your life, and all throughout your journey to freedom, you'll be facing plenty of forks in the road. From making trivial decisions to crucial ones, your choices will make an impact on your life as well as others. So, you need to learn how to choose wisely. But how exactly do you make sure you're making the right choices? Choices that will ultimately lead you to your dream of living a happy and free life. Stop overthinking. Harnessing your mental power for big decisions is a must. However, in many cases, you won't need to spend too much time thinking about the outcomes of your decisions, especially if you're dealing with small, non-life-threatening decisions. In times like these, your efforts will be better spent doing something more productive. Overthinking things is a big drag on your resources. It wastes time, it uses too much brainpower, it saps your energy, and it fuels negative thinking. You spend too much time thinking of the what-ifs instead of the when. You'll find yourself thinking of all the negative things that can happen instead of the good ones. Often, your decision hinges on what other people may think about you. When you inadvertently let other people take control of your choices, then you're giving them way too much power over you. If you're dealing with something in your own life, something that won't make any impact on others, then you need to act in your own best interests. You're not being selfish if you're not hurting anybody. You're probably too afraid someone's not going to like your choices, so you make your decisions based on what you think will make other people like you or respect you. That is not the right way to live. You'll never achieve freedom if you put too much weight on what others think of you. Ask yourself, will I be happy with my decision? If your answer is yes, then that's great. However, if you won't be happy with it, then you better choose something else that will make you happy. You're not living your life for others, you're living your life for yourself. If it makes you happy making others happy, then, by all means, do so. You just need to draw the line where your decisions aren't going to make you unhappy. Emotion versus logic. Difficult decisions require a different approach. You've got two ways to do it: either decide based on what feels right to you, emotion, or what you know as right, logic. These two approaches to making decisions aren't mutually exclusive though. You can decide to do something based on factual information that you're doing the right thing, but at the same time, you know deep in your heart that it is indeed the right thing. This is the best of both worlds. When your logic and your emotions align, then you can definitely say you made the right call. Weighing pros and cons is also a good idea, especially if you're making a big decision that will have repercussions on others. You can write your thoughts down on paper so you can easily see which decision will ultimately be right for you. You can also share your ideas with your family members or whoever may be affected by your decision. Get input from everyone who's going to be affected. You don't want to make a decision you're going to regret later on, so it's best to have all bases covered. When it comes to deciding on things that will affect your happiness and freedom in the long run, then it's best not to make decisions on the spot. Think things through and weigh your options. What does your head say and what does your heart say? Try to find the common denominator between your logic and your emotion. Doing so will get you to your end goals faster. What if your decisions cause you to fail? Which would you rather choose? Choosing the wrong thing and having the opportunity to fix it, or not choosing at all? I hope you chose the first option. When you choose wrong, at least you now know what's not working. If you're choosing from 5 different options, then you've got a 20% chance of getting it right. If you chose wrong the first time, then you're only looking at 4 more choices, which means you've got a 25% probability of picking the right answer. Basically, the point here is that the more you fail, the closer you'll be to your goals, since you're just eliminating the wrong choices. Every time you fail, you improve the odds of succeeding in your next attempt. If you chose not to do anything at all, then you'll never know the truth, you'll never find out what the right answer is, simply because you did not try at all. So, by not choosing, your chances of choosing the right thing is a big, fat zero. So, think about that the next time you fail. It really just means you're getting closer to your goals. Finally, living the life you want. The saddest summary of a life contains 3 descriptions: could have, might have, and should have. Louis E. Boone. When you spend your whole life doing things you should be doing, instead of what you want to be doing, there'll come a time when you'll regret it all. Often, this happens on the deathbed. When your imminent demise is staring at you in the face, and you've nothing to do but wait for your last breath, you look back at your life and think about everything that you've missed out. Is there anything more painful than the realization you've wasted your time doing things somebody else wanted for you? And not actually lived your life the way you wanted to? You've only got one life. You need to make the most of it. If you're stuck right now in life, you don't want to live, then you need to find ways to get out of it. Figure out what will make you happy and then work on a solid plan that will help you get to where you want to go. Define your own meaning of success. Success to many people means having a ton of money and living a life of luxury. For others, it means finally buying their own house. For some, success means finally getting their dream jobs. What's your meaning of success? Whatever it is, don't let others' definitions of success color yours. You don't have to follow the norm, especially if it means giving up your happiness for something you really don't want. Again, you'll end up regretting your decision later. So, it's best to define what your own version of success looks like. Spend your time and energy doing things that really matter to you, even if it means risking the disappointment of people you care about. In the end, you'll be living your life exactly the way you want to. And the people you care about, if they truly care about you, they'll come around. They'll eventually find a way to make peace with your decision, especially when they see you're happy with your life. Welcome change with open arms. If there's one thing in life that's a given constant, it's change. Your needs and your wants in life will change. Your definition of success may change over time as well. For instance, your definition of success in your 20s may be getting hired at your dream job. In your 30s or 40s, your definition of success may be having your own business and being your own boss. In your 50s or 60s, when the kids have all grown up and flown the coop, then your definition of success may mean living on a boat or traveling the world, and not needing to work for it. So, you see, you're not tied to a single definition of success. As long as what you're aiming for will make you happy, don't be afraid to follow your dreams.